Hi everybody, it's Tommy Jo from Bird Street Studio. I'm here in the next video of this series, Fantasia, and we're making ephemera, pockets, belly bands, that type of stuff for the journal. And so today I wanted to show you how I make kind of like faux envelopes out of book pages, and we're going to use some butterflies to be closures. So let's go ahead and start. So the first thing we're going to do is I have book pages. These are pretty old, so they're a little brittle, but we need 3 of them. Because we have 3 signatures, and I like to put the same piece of ephemera in each signature. Though they look a little bit different, they're kind of the same. So we're going to start with that. And I need my ruler, which I have no idea where. Oh, it's right over here. So what I'm going to do is go ahead and take some of the extra space off of here first. Doesn't have to be all of it, but... And I do save these pieces because I use them as backing, or I'll stamp on them or whatever. And we're going to do the same thing on this side. Whoops. Okay. And then basically what we want is we want the writing on this side to be right side up, okay? And this as well, if you'd like, it doesn't matter. But then I fold this up to about there. Then we're gonna fold this down, but I think I'm gonna remove this piece here. Yep, okay. And what I'm doing is I'm looking at where this goes right here, and I'm gonna fold it I don't wanna fold it right on that line because I don't wanna crease that. So we're gonna fold it right there, and that's kind of how it's gonna look. I'm gonna just trim this little piece off. So we're gonna do 3 of those. Like I said, this paper's pretty old, so it's you have to be careful with it. And well, that's not real great, but if I turn it this way, if this goes up, I think we'll be okay. This goes up here, and this goes down. It's going to cover up the fact that that goes in a little bit, and we don't care about that too much. And this one, because I want to cover that area, I'm not going to take the bottom off there, so just leave that like that. I think the book I got this out of is like, I don't know, it's like philosophy, or, let me see. There's no spine on it, but it was, this is a course book on like philosophy, religions. It's got Buddhist history, the self, and all of that. So there is references to religious things, but they're, you know, this journal is not a religious journal, so I'm sure people don't care. All they'll care about is that I have included some older paper in it, book page in it. So we want it to go up like this, and we're going to go down like this. I'm going to trim these little pieces off right here and right here. And I think we're going to take some of this off, so okay, perfect. So now we have 3 of them, and they just look like this, 1, 2, 3. And what you want to do is you want to be able to, these are going to be for journaling, so I could put you know, just big sheets pieces in there, but a lot of times I will use these scraps, and I will cover up just certain lines or something so that there's, so you're able to journal in there. And I know that if I put it all the way across, that it's not going to, that the other piece isn't going to be long enough, so. Okay, so let's move this stuff for now real quick. Okay, and we know that this is the direction that it needs to go in. So we're going to open this up, and I'm going to just use my glue stick . I'm just going to glue these on so that there's some journaling space, and I see that there's a seam right there, so I obviously do not want to put a piece of paper over that seam. And they don't have to be right together. And I saw that there wasn't a lot of space there, so I'm going to put a skinny one there. So I don't want to be on this where it folds. And then we want to be able to journal on all the pieces. So I'm going to go ahead and continue, but stay out of the fold. then I'm going to do this top part as well. Being mindful of the fold. Let's use this one here. Okay, now what I'm going to do is go ahead and trim the edges. So I'm going to turn this over and trim these pieces off. Okay, and then what you end up with is a piece that looks like this. And then what I have in my stash here of scraps, I keep my scraps of neutral papers in here, and I have some of this. I don't know what it's from. It may have come out like of a shirt box or something. It's a little heavier like you get with clothing. And I have a bigger piece here. And I'm going to use that to back. I'm going to back one of these butterflies on it right here to give it a little bit of strength. I'm going to go ahead and do 3 of them so that I have all of them done. So I don't have to come back and do it again. So there's one. Let's see what else we got. Oh, those are the same. Let me see. I did print out some more butterflies. Look at these. And I think I'm going to, let's use one of these. And I changed the color on this one, so I thought it was kind of cool, this green, but also I have one of these, but I think maybe I'll use this one right here. So I'm going to go ahead and glue this down without fussy cutting too much, and I'll fussy cut after I glue it because I'm going to have to cut it out anyways. But I'll get all the extra paper off for now. Okay. So we're going to glue one right here, and then we'll glue this one on there as well, and then we'll have all 3 of them done, and I'll just cut them out and they'll be ready to go on when we finish the other envelopes. So I'm going to go ahead and fussy cut these out, and then I will be right back. Okay, I'm back and I got them cut out, and I realized something, that the first butterfly I had already fussy cut out, and I was able to leave some of the craft paper in the back, and I loved it. But when I glued these down with the extra white paper on them and then cut them out, it left a white border, which is okay, but honestly I kind of like the look of this one. So even though I'm going to move forward and use these, I may do a do-over for the journal. I'm not sure. But I mean, these aren't bad or anything, but I just really love how it still has the craft on it. So it's a little extra step, but I kind of like it. So what I'm going to do is move these aside, because what I want to do is I'm going to use the blue one. Let me see, is that the smallest? I'm going to use the blue one on there because this goes down lower and the bluer is a bigger butterfly. So let's use the pink one on here. So this is what we're going to do. So I'm going to go ahead, it's got pink and purple, so I'm going to use my purple distress ink. I could use pink if I like, but I've been using purple for the journal. I'm just going to distress around the outside of the butterfly, and that's why it doesn't really matter if you have white on it. But I think this one that has the craft, I may not even distress the butterfly. But anyway, so there's the butterfly. And then you want to distress this as well, your piece. And I want to do it very carefully because this paper is very fragile. And so it might even be easier if I put it on here and do it. That way I'm not stressing the paper. And this is the inside getting done like that. And then you also want to do your outside. Okay, so then it looks like this, and we're going to go ahead and put our butterfly on here, but we want to see, what we want to do is glue the bottom part of the butterfly down so that this will tuck in it. Okay, so I normally do is put it on the outside and know that this is going to go to this line, so I don't want to glue past like this line here. So I'm going to, looking at that, I'm going to glue the butterfly, I'll put my finger on it, to about right there. Okay, and for this I'm going to go ahead and use my art glitter glue because I have put a piece of cardboard on here so it's heavier. And I'm going to go straight across from where my finger was. And then I want to put this all the way down to the bottom here, like this, and then just hold it for a second. There we go. And then that tucks in there. And then you have journaling space. It's like a little faux envelope. So what I'm going to do is put something here, and I think I have washi. Let me see what I have for washi tape that might match, or I've got some purple here with flowers. I think this might be good. So let's put a piece of washi across there. Let's see if that doesn't break it up a little bit. Oh yeah. I think we'll do that. Just like that. Okay, and there's our first one. I think that's really pretty. So the other thing I wanted to show you when we do the other ones is how you don't have to use strips of paper inside. You can actually use whole pieces of paper to block out the text. And so we're going to do this one here, and I've got this is craft paper, like packing paper. When I get anything that's got packing paper in it, I did a video on this. I save all my packing paper and like press the wrinkles out of it and refold it into pieces, and I use it for a lot of different things. Let me see. This could really maybe about there. Better turn this, make it easier. And I'm going to save this piece because I can use it. So I'm going to take this and put it right here because I know that this is okay to journal on. And here is my fold right here. It's right through where it says traditional. So I'm going to move this down to there, and that's where I'm going to glue that. Now packing paper is thin, so you may get wrinkles in it, but it's okay as long as it's not so wrinkled that you can't write on it. I want to move it up. Move it up a hair. I put it down a little too low. I want to be above the word traditional. There we go. And as long as you smooth it out, it'll be fine. Make sure it doesn't fold on it. Perfect. And then let's have another piece right in here. And it's okay if you see some of the text. There's no harm in that. Okay. Okay, I want to stay above this. I'm looking at the folds because I don't want the paper to go over the folds. And then we need one piece at the bottom. And I'm thinking we could probably use this. My hands are getting all sticky. And then we'll use maybe a piece of this like this. Perfect. Let's turn it this way. I think that's how I meant it to go to begin with. Yeah. There we go. So then we've got our piece like this. And this is gonna go up from the bottom, and this will come down from the top. And let's see, we want to either, let's use our green one on here. Yeah, that'll be nice. So with that in mind, I'm going to go ahead and distress this in green. Okay, and so we're going to do the same thing. So we kind of have to measure where we want our butterfly to be and where the glue is going to go. So I need to keep it kind of below here. So we're going to go ahead and put it right there. And because you're going to be opening and closing this, I want to make sure that I have enough on to hold it good. Okay, so my glue is like right here, so I need to make sure that's below the page. Yep. Perfect, and then we want to find some sort of maybe washi. Let's see what we have. Well, there's really not a good green. I have something like this, just a thin line, but I don't know if I really like that or not. Well, it's not bad. Maybe I'll put 2 of these. That's kind of pretty. Let's do 2 of them. Like that. Oh, that's kind of nice. Okay, there we go. So there's your second one. And now we're on to the blue one. And for that, I've got other papers, so let's see what we have in here. Got some leftover coffee dyed paper. Let's try that. How's that? And this one's going to be blue, so we're going to go ahead and distress it in blue. And I think I'll hold the butterfly up against it and see. I don't think I want to distress the butterfly. And I'm distressing the back sides of these because usually, and it may change, but usually when I put these in a journal, I don't attach them. So I either paper clip it or I tuck them in a pocket or something like that. So you want to have the back distressed as well. If I decide to tack it down on a page, then it really doesn't matter. But better safe than sorry. When I make that decision, then I don't have to distress it then. Okay, I got all of that, and I've got all of that. Let's see how this looks without distressing it. I think I like it with no distressing, so let's do that. And we're going to use our art glitter glue, and we are going to go right up to about here. sure we didn't glue that down. Perfect. But I think we want to do some washi on here, so let's find something pretty. Oh, I like this one. Wait. Let's see if this one, how this one looks. This is kind of pretty. It looks dark on here, but I'll bet it's not real dark when I pull it off. Oh yeah. Okay, I like it. Oh no, I covered up my scissors. Okay, I like it. Okay, so that's our ephemera for today. Some faux envelopes out of book pages. And there we go. So we've got the blue one. See that? And then we've got the purple, pinkish purple one. And then we've got this one. And let me see if I have... So like here's a pocket. So I might be inclined to maybe put this in a pocket like this. Or maybe just tuck it in a belly band like this, or paper clip it to a page like this. So there we go. I hope you enjoyed this and that you try these. Look how simple they were to make. I'm going to go ahead and make 3 more after this because I am making 2 journals side by side. Anyways, if you like this video, please give me a thumbs up. If you give me a thumbs up, if you make a comment, I really appreciate it. I read them all. They're kind of very inspiring for me to continue, but they help my channel grow. If you ring the bell, well, if you subscribe and then you ring the bell, you'll get notifications when I upload new content. So thank you so much. Have a great day. And I'll see you in the next video, everybody. Bye.